Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Kiran. On Insta stories I have been getting a lot of questions and a lot of requests to do my foundation routine. I am not a makeup artist. I repeat, I am not a makeup artist, but you guys seem to like my quick glowy look that I do. I told you guys it doesn't involve too many products and I like a more natural glow. I don't like too many products and stuff like that, as you guys will soon see. So I sat down in a t-shirt, pulled my hair back and filmed it for you guys. Do not get scared. The next time you see me, I will have a bare face on. It's not a pretty sight, but it is what it is. I hope you guys enjoy and yeah, let us get started. So yes, bare face. I don't have any primer on my face, and let me explain why. I live in Dubai. For the most part, I find that primer just adds an additional layer that I don't really need. I find that primer tends to make my foundation slip off even easier. Till today, I have tried a whole bunch of primers. Until today, I have not found a single primer that actually helps with my foundation wear. I really can't tell a difference, and like I said, if I don't see a benefit to it, I'm not going to use it. I find a lot of YouTubers actually pile on products, or a lot of Instagrammers pile on products because that's what they do. They want brands to sell them things. Again, this is my conspiracy theory. I have been known to be quite a conspiracy theorist, so don't take my word for it, but in my head, a primer doesn't actually do anything, and I haven't actually tried a primer that makes my foundation work better, at least in the hot Dubai weather. Again, I have said this, or I will be saying this at the start of the video, but I will say it again now. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm not a makeup artist at all. I'm far from being a makeup artist. I have actually never been professionally trained or anything, but I had you guys continuously ask me because you see on Insta stories how many foundations I buy, and I'm absolutely a foundation junkie. And this combination has been actually really working well for me right now. It's approximately like 25 to 30 degrees Celsius outside, so it is still warm, and this foundation works great. It's a heavier foundation that I'm used to, but it still is medium coverage. I do not like cake face. I do not like cake face. I do not like too many layers and too much stuff on. Like I said, I don't use primer. You'll actually see I don't even use powder, but this is what works for me. You guys asked to see it, so let's get into it. One of my most favorite foundations to use, especially in the summer months, is the Healthy Mix Serum Foundation by Bourjois. It actually is unavailable in Dubai. I don't think they sell the serum version over here. I think they just sell the regular one, but I do get this from London whenever I go over there. This is such an amazing foundation. It literally is like a tinted moisturizer. It's so light that you don't feel like you have anything on your skin, because the worst thing in summer months is to feel like you have, like, you know, cake face. And I have been, for a little bit extra coverage, adding in the regular Healthy Mix foundation. I use this in a slightly darker color. I believe this one is, yep, this one is the number 54 beige. Whereas this one I use in a number 53. I don't know why, but they both work really well together, and I usually am a 53. I find if you have a lighter consistency in a foundation or a tinted moisturizer, to be super exact about the color doesn't really matter, whereas the heavier the foundation is, even like a slight undertone difference makes a huge difference. So I'm going to mix the two of these together. I'm going to put half a pump of this one and around half a pump to a pump of this. Now, here is something else that I have learned. A lot of YouTubers, when they're wearing makeup, pile on makeup. If you have aging skin, I'm about to turn 40 soon, so I do have lines coming up and stuff like that. If I pile on foundation, it looks horrible. It doesn't look better. It doesn't provide more coverage. It just looks terrible. It tends to sink into things. It's sent into not things, it tends to sink into lines. It cracks up. It looks awful. So less the foundation that you have on your skin when your skin is slightly more mature, the better. The better it looks. You need to have a more luminous and a more glowy skin the older that you get. I mix these in with my Sigma F82. I love these kabuki brushes by Sigma. I absolutely adore them because they really buff in the foundation. Oh, another thing that I wanted to tell you guys, when YouTubers pile on foundation, you have got to remember they are covering up their skin for the camera, because they can't give you a makeup tutorial and have it look blotchy on camera. Usually, I find that camera actually tends to eat up foundation. And what I mean by that is, I will look into the mirror and have like a cake of foundation, but then I will start to film, even if it's like Insta stories on my phone, and I'm just shocked because you can actually still see through the imperfections and stuff like that. So when you see them add like 2-3 pumps of their favorite foundation, you do not need that in real life. And most people follow their tutorials exactly and put on all of that. You don't need it. This is actually my problem area, so I will start with buffing this portion in first. I'm going to do my routine the way I do it in real life, hence the t-shirt. And also I'm not going to pile on the makeup because, like I said, I want to show you guys the way I do my makeup in real life. Concealer. A lot of people might not even need heavy duty concealer, but again, you watch videos and you put it on anyway. Also, if you are suffering from rosacea or sensitive skin, here is a tip. You will be, if you're buffing in your foundation, especially with a brush, because of the buffing, your skin might actually appear more pink, which may make you want to add more foundation. If your skin is really sensitive, that even happens with a sponge, or if with your fingers, or whatever your method is for applying foundation, don't get alarmed. If your skin is slightly pink, still just stop applying your foundation and leave it. A lot of times I find that like 5 minutes into it, my skin beneath has actually calmed down and it's not aggravated by the rubbing of the foundation. So some people just think, oh my god, my skin is still red, and still keep adding more. You may not actually need it. Now I'm done with my foundation, just to add a little bit of concealer. My favorite concealer at the moment is the Naked Skin, and I am in the color medium neutral. The next time I buy my concealer, I'll actually be going for a lighter color because I want a slightly lighter color under my eyes, and this actually matches my skin tone. But I love this concealer, so I'm going to make do with it. And because I have slight redness over here, as you can tell, I have not dipped my concealer back in. You don't actually need to over conceal your face, and I am fine with a few imperfections peeking through. I actually love to use a paddle brush for the concealer under my eyes, and the one that I'm actually using is an ancient one by a brand called Prescriptives that does not exist anymore. So this is the Prescriptives foundation brush, but any flat foundation brush will do. Because I have eyes that droop down, I want to always try and push my concealer up to sort of hide the shadow of it drooping down. Now I'm going to go back in with my foundation brush and press this into the other places of my face. I like to cover my lips because I usually do this foundation routine when I'm going out at night, and if I'm wearing a lip color, whether it is something really bold or something really neutral, I find a bit of foundation on the lips just makes the color pop a little bit more and stay on longer. So that is my foundation and my concealer done. I have a little bit of foundation on the back of my hand, and this is the part where I'm going to add a little bit of shimmer and add a little bit of glow to the skin. I like to use, or I have been actually using, these Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops. this is in the color Sunlight, and it is a beautiful dewy finish. I'm going to take this and go drop, drop, drop. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too much. And go back, and from the outside in, go drop, drop, drop. And this is on the high points of the cheek. Now here is my problem, and I'm going to start blending this in with my same foundation brush. Here is my problem with a lot of people when they wear highlighters and they use powder highlighters. I can actually like tell the harsh line that comes across. I'm going to take this brush back into the bit of foundation that I have over my back, on the back of my hand, and just go in and blend this in. Can you guys see that? It just adds the slightest bit of sheen, and it looks like it is part of the skin. And I'm going back in on this side. Oh, I took too long to blend the side in, but back to the foundation at the back of my hand. So a lot of people, once their foundation is done, will go in and powder their face, will bake under their eyes, will have a sharp contour, will bake under that, will have stripy highlights and have a whole zebra look going. Not my look, so I'm just going to go into a little bit of bronzer to just warm up the skin. What I'm using is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I have mentioned this in a video before. Absolutely love this bronzer. I have the Tom Ford, I have the Hourglass, I have a whole bunch, literally a whole bunch. You guys know how much makeup I buy. I have a shitload of bronzers. This one is the one that I keep coming back to, and I love this brush by Goss. It's just a big powder brush that I use to apply bronzer all over my face. Because the sun is streaming in from this side, I think I may have applied a little too much bronzer on this cheek, but actually on the viewfinder it looks like I have more over here. But yeah, that is just literally because my curtain is open over from this side, and that's why it may look a little bit uneven. And now, just to add a slight bit of shimmer, what I am going to do is just take a little bit of my Victoria Beckham for Estee Lauder highlighter in Modern Mercury, and take this little stippling brush from MAC in, I think it is 188, and I'm going to use this and just apply a teensy tiny little bit on top of the cream. And because it's a mixture of cream with powder over it, it really makes the highlighter pop. Can you guys see that? I don't know if you guys can see that, but my skin is glowy, it is fresh, it is beautiful, it is ready to add more makeup on it. I'm going to do my eyes and my lips, but this is basically how I do my foundation when I go out at night. I leave it natural, I leave it glowy. Sometimes, most of the time actually, I add a little bit of blush, but I don't like too much color on my face because I have rosacea, and I believe after a while my pinkness starts to peek through in any case. So natural blush for me. But yeah, this is basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed watching that. I'm going to come back in a little bit after doing all of the rest of my makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm actually headed out to a Louis Vuitton event, hence the Louis Vuitton shirt, hence the Louis Vuitton watch, and I wanted to do a quick guide into my, I guess, what's in your bag. I think those are quite popular on YouTube. I don't understand why, but yeah, so this is my little Louis Vuitton trunk. I thought I would show it to you guys because you guys seem to love the handbags and everything, and this is how it pops open. I love that it slouches. They did this a few years ago. I know the more like boxy trend is in, but I love that this slouches, and it's actually supposed to, it's not like defective or broken or anything, and it fits a lot of my stuff. I tend to carry 2 wallets. I have this Comme des Garçons little envelope wallet type of thingy. I love that it's holographic. In it I keep all my cash and stuff like that. Over here I keep most of my credit cards and my ID, so if I'm carrying a small little bag, I will just take some cash from in here, plop it in here, and this is all I need and I'm ready to go. And apart from that, I just have my car keys, and that's it. I don't carry too much stuff. I don't carry makeup. That's why I don't like to like powder and stuff like that, because I actually don't like to carry the stuff. Once I'm done with my makeup, that's it. I'm done. Let my lipstick go all over the place and let me get greasy, whatever. There's nothing that a tissue cannot fix. I am quite low maintenance when it comes to stuff like that. But anyhow, I hope you guys enjoyed my foundation routine. I hope you guys found that helpful. And if you guys have any other ideas for videos, please leave it in the comments on my Instagram. I don't see the comments, or I don't get time to reply to too many of the comments on YouTube. I explained that in my last video. It just gets like really overwhelming, and so I just rather like to on my Instagram page. It's just easier if it's like all in one place. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I will catch you soon, and have a good day. Bye.